So on this edition of Saber Sundays, we're going to take a look at the Ventress Saber, the legacy lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge that was retired in early 2021. I managed to finally get my hands on my second one so I can do the video for you guys. So stick around. We'll take a look at that next. So that's right. Today on Saber Sundays, we're going to finally take a look at the Ventress Saber. Now, this is the Galaxy's Edge Legacy Lightsaber from Hollywood Studios that Disney put out. It was one of the original ones that was released when Galaxy's Edge opened up in 2019. Since then, I believe it was back in March, right around March, early to mid, I guess. They had these still available. If you're like me, I went up there thinking that they're not going to get rid of these. You know, they don't retire these. Really didn't know too much about them discontinuing the Ahsoka Rebels ones at the time. And I only bought one. Didn't even think about it. Figured, well, next time I'll go up, I'll buy a second one. So that way I'll have two of them. Being that I don't live too far away, I could go up there and grab another one. Boy, was I wrong. I bought that one, the Ventress, and Ben Solo at the same time. Thought to myself shortly thereafter, man, I really should have gotten a second Ventress so I could put them together. And it's been haunting me, like I'm sure many of you guys have had the same situation. So it's taken me many months looking at pricing from different, sellers on some of the Facebook groups, the sellers on eBay, and all sorts of different places to finally find one that I could get my hands on so I could have two. So go ahead and let's get started taking a look at that, see what this looks like. So many of you guys have seen it. I know you have, because this has been one of probably the most coveted lightsabers as far as trying to get your hands on them because of them being retired. But this is the case that the Asajj Ventress comes in. Got the logo on the front, very similar to the logo for Count Dooku, which makes sense being that she was at one point Count Dooku's apprentice. Inside, of course, you have the hilt itself. Now, I do have two of these. This is just one of the two. The other one I have sitting down here because I'm going to show you guys how they attach to, just in case you weren't aware of it, because I know that's one of the things I like to talk about on here, is to let you guys see all the information I can possibly get to you guys for that. So this is the lightsaber itself. I'll go ahead and take it out. Now, with mine, I've kind of gone in and flipped the covertech wheel around on them so that they're both on the same side, and I'll show you that. But inside the case, underneath the display tray, I'm going to take that out, is the two-piece coupler, or the one-piece coupler to put the two together, I should say. So you've got the coupler itself, which has the screw holes on there. It's got the openings on each side, as you can see looking at it. It's got the slotted openings on there so that your sound can come out, and then the 4 screw holes for you to be able to mount those. It does also come with the Allen wrench inside the case that sits right down here so that you can actually change those out. So we're going to go ahead, and my other one already has the adapter on it, so I'm going to put the joining coupler back together, but I do need the Allen wrench. So go ahead and stick this back in here and sit it down. We'll get started. So this is the saber. It's a nice looking saber. It's got the nice curvature. feels good in the hand. It doesn't weigh too much. This particular saber individually weighs 1 pound, 12.5 ounces. The combination of the two, I have yet to weigh, so we're going to do that with you today because of the fact that I literally just got this probably a week ago, and I haven't really taken the time to go in and weigh it as a combined piece. So we'll go ahead and take a look. You've got the nice, it's a rubberized grip that you have on here. It looks like there's a couple screw cap holes on there to put the two pieces together. You got the grip that's up here at the top. This is your activation switch. Pushes forward on and off. And then you've got the cover plate. Now this cover plate here is where your batteries are housed, just like every other one. You know, so you do need the Allen wrench to go ahead and take it apart. You take your screws out. Now you will need those screws when you put it together as a set or a pair to be able to use that way. So you pull the cover piece off, and these are a bit snug because they're painted inside. You know, the inside of it is painted. You got the painting on the side of the hilt itself, so these are a little bit snug. I have found also that you want to install it with the grill openings face down so that you can get the sound properly coming out of the speaker, which is inside here. Now, unlike the other chassis, battery chassis, this one here actually has a flat spot on one side. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see there. It's got like that little flat area opposite of the slot where the screw hole is at. And this is because with this saber being square shaped, you kind of need that because it won't go in properly. I mean, it'll go about that far in, just like that, if you're trying to put it in with the round sides out. But if you put it flat sides, I mean, it literally drops right in. So that's your battery chassis. Now, I normally tell everybody don't store these with batteries in them. I don't store my sabers with the batteries, as I've said before. I have been told that if you get lithium batteries like Energizer Max or Energizer Ultimate Max lithiums, those batteries are designed not to leak. If you decide you want to keep the batteries in your sabers while you have them displayed or in the case, I would recommend those. I don't have any myself currently that I'm using of the lithium style, but who knows? I may decide to use those in the future. I put batteries in this one here just so I can be able to show you guys for display purposes. I personally don't like keeping them in there just because I don't want anything to happen to my sabers. It's your choice if you decide to go that route. So once you've taken the cover plate off, you take your other saber, which I already have the adapter put on there, and basically they just slide together. I mean, it's that simple. Put your batteries in, your screws in, I should say. And I currently have, because I was having issues with getting it to fit inside the case because I grabbed the wrong one, I believe. I may be mistaken. But go ahead and tighten this up on there. When I display mine, I have both the covertech wheels on the same side. You do have a screw hole here where you can move your covertech wheel if you so choose to. That's your choice. I had mine both on the same side because sitting up on my shelf behind me, it made it easier for them to sit with the covertech wheels on both sides versus having on one side and having kind of, kicked to the side there. Ooh, sounds like I got a Star Wars package delivered. I have to take a look at that and see what I get. But that's how it is. Just to show you, this is the way the layout is of it. I'm going to back up here so that way you can see. Give you some nice design. You can hold it, get you some nice spins going. and everything. But let's go ahead and take a look at the color of the blade. We know it's going to be red. However, the audio. Yeah, it's not sensitive. It doesn't have smooth swing. You know, it's got some strikes there. I would show you both sides, but I do not have batteries in this side. But I mean, that basically gives you the idea. With having both blades in, let me take the cap out. It is pretty long. Now I'm using 26. Oh, actually I do have the batteries in it. So there we go. We do have both. So with both blades in, this thing probably stands 6.5 feet, because it's sitting on the ground, and yeah, it's probably at least 6 foot, maybe a little bit over. And that's with 26-inch blades, I believe, on these. They may be the 31s. I think they're 31s from Saudis, actually. But that's the sound they make whenever you take the blades out. So now let's take a look real quick. I'm interested and curious. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and weigh these together, put together like this, to see what the weight what their weight is together. So let me get these blade plugs back in place. I will grab my little scale, and let's take a look and see what kind of weight we have for this sitting the way it is. Let me get back. There we go. So altogether, one solid piece, this weighs 3 pounds, 10.6, 10.7 ounces. Is kind of bouncing right there in that range, kind of stabilizing at 10.7. So you're looking at about 3.5 pounds, a little over 3.5 pounds for the Ventress Saber set put together. So let's see. So with that, I'd like to know what you guys think. Have you managed to be able to get 2 sabers? Do you still have the one? Are you still searching for one? I know that they've become very hard to find, and when you can get them, they're very expensive. I got lucky and found mine for fairly cheap compared. But I know that there are a lot out there that are way more expensive. I've seen some of them selling, for anywhere from $800 each to, I think I saw one, it was almost $1,300 that they sold for on eBay. I know that they're going for right around that $600 to $800 range, maybe a little bit more on some of the Facebook groups. So if you managed to get yourself one, what kind of price did you look at? Is that pretty close to it? I'd love to see some comments down below. Let me know. I mean, unfortunately, I know you guys, a lot of people are making comments. I would love to hear your comments and see what you guys think about it. What do you think about the set? Do you think it's overhyped? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you upset about the fact that the pricing is so outrageous for these right now? And, unfortunately, probably just going to continue to get more. I would love to see for Disney to turn around and re-release these on shopdisney.com like they've done with your Mace Windu, your Vader, your Skywalker legacy, saber. I'd love for them to do that. Going forward at some point, that would be awesome if they bring them back for you to be able to pick them up that way. So that way they can keep the newer stuff, in Galaxy's Edge, but still give people a way to be able to collect these as well. So thank you guys for joining me today. I love it when you guys give me a chance to ramble and talk to you about the sabers, and I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. While you're at it, give me a like and subscribe down below. Hit that bell notification if you're on YouTube, let you know whenever I release these new videos. If you're on Facebook, give me a like and a follow on the Kyber Curator, and let me know what you think. Appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, may the Force be with you.